Bennet, and I'm going to take you along to get ready with me for the Netherfield Ball. Right now I'm just wearing my shift, which is the garment worn closest to the skin. It's meant to absorb oils and dirt from the skin so that your outer garments stay nice and clean. So I've tied up my hair in these rags and slept on them overnight so that I'll have some nice curls for the ball. I'm going to take these out and start styling my hair. Now that my hair is nice and done, we can move on to the next layer, the stays. The stays are worn over the shift, and they can be short or long. Their purpose is to support the bust and maintain proper posture, which is very important. Now normally I would have the maid help, but the maid is busy attending to Jane. You see, Jane has caught the eye of Mr. Bingley. Mother says there's going to be a wedding soon. Anyways, she says the maid can only help Jane and attend Jane and Jane. I'm so sick and tired of it. So I have to get dressed all by myself. Lydia won't help me because she's too busy fussing over herself, and Lizzie's helping Jane and... Anyways. Point being, I must lace my stays myself. So, while they are back lacing, I'm going to put them on, then lace them up the front. Then I can twist them around and tighten them. That way it's much easier. Now that I've gotten my stays on, we can finally move on to the petticoat. The petticoat was an underskirt worn under the gown. If walking through a particularly dirty area, such as Elizabeth was when she was on her way to Netherfield and her petticoat got all muddy, well, she would hike up her skirt so that the petticoat would get dirty, but her skirt wouldn't. Then she could cover it up. Although most dresses are pretty sheer, at least the fashionable ones are, so the gown wouldn't have hidden much. Anyways, I'm going to go put mine on. The last layer, of course, is the gown, which is of the fashionable silhouette with an empire waistline hitting right below the bust. My gown is made of muslin, which is sheer and quite a popular fabric choice. Although I do assume Miss Bingley and Mrs. Hurst will be wearing silks since they are more expensive. Now, don't tell anyone, but I do wear a bit of makeup. You see, makeup is more associated with the, morally ambiguous people. So I don't want people to know I'm wearing makeup. So we're going for a bit of a no makeup look. I'm using liquid blush to give my cheeks and lips a bit of a rosy glow. Now, you especially cannot tell anyone I'm using powder. Now, I want to darken my eyebrows a bit, so I'm going to use some cloves and burn them in the fire to create a brown little pencil. Now that I've added my jewelry, I am almost ready for the ball. Me and Lydia have been waiting over a fortnight for this ball. Guess who's going to be there? The officers. In uniform. I'm so excited. I want to dance with each and every one of them, as does Lydia. Except for the married ones, I suppose. They'd be quite a bore. We especially want to dance with Mr. Wickham, although he might fancy Lizzie a bit. Me and Lydia have agreed to avoid Mr. Collins at all costs. The thought of having to dance with him is utterly preposterous. I slipped my finger earlier today with scissors. Of course, I couldn't forget my leather gloves for dancing. I mean, who would want to hold sweaty hands with a man for 30 minutes while dancing? Finally, my shawl. Now I am ready to travel in the carriage to the Netherfield Ball. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, Kitty Bennet.